It's the most favorite hardware wallet on my channel and it's time for an update. When someone says hardware wallet, many people picture a USB stick like Ledger or a little device from Trezor. Now Dcent started with a different ambition, to give users more ways to interact. Think via fingerprint, Bluetooth or mobile, while maintaining the security barrier between your private keys and the internet. Now their underlying gamble is that users will accept a little complexity if the experience is safer and more flexible. The flagship Dcent Biometric Wallet is the clearest expression of that gamble. It has a fingerprint sensor you use to confirm transactions, an OLED screen to show transaction details, and the ability to connect via USB or Bluetooth. Now inside sits a secure element that holds your private keys. The firmware running that secure environment is critical. Now, it must be tamper resistant, auditable and upgradable. Now if you want to learn more about their hardware wallets and how to set them up, then check the videos in the description because I've covered all of them. Right, now let's talk about firmware updates more closely first, because they reveal how Dcent balances risk and reward. One of their recent releases was billed as strengthening both security and performance, while also adding support for new coins and blockchains. Now what that means in practice is patches to bugs, so for example fixing memory leaks or buffer issues, and perhaps tightening the way Bluetooth pairing occurs or hardening firmware validation at boot to resist malicious firmware injection. It also means expanding coin support so your device doesn't become obsolete when a new blockchain or token appears. From a user's standpoint, this means your hardware wallet remains relevant and safer against emerging attack vectors. Now keep in mind though, Dcent has warned you can't roll back firmware, which means that if an update introduces a flaw, you're kinda stuck unless they fix it in a future update. More recently, the newest version eliminated the need for users to install a bridge program that earlier updates had required, a simplification that reduces friction during update. Now updating firmware has its own choreography. On PC you connect the device, unlock it with a fingerprint or PIN, and via browser access Dcent's firmware page. The device reboots into bootloader mode and the firmware image is transferred. This will take you about 3 minutes. Now you're warned not to interrupt the power or disconnect the cable, and that process means your private keys remain within the secure chip. You don't re-import or restore after update, unlike some wallets. On Android, Dcent now permits firmware update directly from the phone via the OTG cable, and that makes the process more convenient because you now can do it without a PC, which lowers friction for regular users. Now, by the way, the full guides will be posted in the description as well, so that this video will be your one-stop shop in regards to these hardware wallets. So why would someone in crypto care about these devices? Well, it's because it offers a stronger boundary than a software wallet while also giving you mobile usability. Now you can carry it, connect it to your phone or PC, check balances, sign transactions via fingerprint rather than entering a long PIN or typing your seed. Now for someone who moves funds frequently, who wants cold storage but also usability, this can sit in a sweet spot. And the more coin support Dcent adds via firmware, the more future-proof your hardware becomes. Now also, because your keys never leave the secure element, even if malware infects your phone or PC, the risk of leaking keys is far lower. Now by the way, make sure to use my links in the description if you're going to buy one. This will help grow my channel and allow me to make videos for you. And just know that this video isn't sponsored by the Dcent team, so that allows me to give you my own opinions. Right, let's move on. The card wallet from Dcent is a leaner sibling in their ecosystem. It lacks the fingerprint sensor and full OLED interface. You're trading off advanced features for size and simplicity. It's often passive NFC or contactless, make it convenient to carry, but it is less flexible and offers a more limited interface. For small accounts or occasional use, it's very appealing, but for serious users, the biometric gives you much more control and safety. And then I figured it's time to compare Dcent card wallet versus the Tangem card wallets. Now Tangem is well known for making self-contained card that you tap to your phone to sign. No Bluetooth, no cable. It's that simplicity that is selling point. Now Tangem claims a secure element rated to EAL6+ on some models, which is a nudge above Dcent's EAL5+. Now that gives Tangem a theoretical edge in the hardware security. Now user experience Many find Tangem smoother because there's less connectivity to troubleshoot. But if you want fingerprint authorization, support for tokens or change tangential to what Tangem supports, or firmware upgrade paths, Dcent may offer more flexibility. The trade-off: more features equals more potential complexity or points of failure. The edge for Dcent here is that they give you as a user the choice when entering their ecosystem. You can decide to go for a card model, or you can decide to go for a model with a fingerprint sensor. Basically combining the features of multiple brands into one. Now, if we compare the Biometric Wallet against top competitors, the story is as follows. The Ledger Nano X is a major rival. Bluetooth and USB. Wide coin support, strong reputation. Ledger's hardware and firmware are battle tested, and its ecosystem is great. So their apps and third-party integrations are fast. Now, Dcent pushes back by offering a fingerprint interface and perhaps a stronger battery capacity and the option of mobile firmware. But Ledger's advantages are a broader ecosystem, more community trust, more audits, and more adoption by DeFi apps. Now, another rival of them is the Trezor with their Model T and other hardware devices. Trezor tends to rely on USB web connection and doesn't use Bluetooth in its base models. That gives it a lower attack surface via radio, but less convenience when mobile access is desired. In head-to-head, Dcent's edge is mobility and biometric convenience. The rival's edge is maturity, community confidence, and resilience of firmware history. So why would someone purchase something from Dcent? Well, if you're active in crypto with moving tokens, interacting with dApps, and needing cold security but also wanting on-the-go access, Dcent can reduce friction while preserving strong security. The fingerprint makes transaction confirmation faster. The over-the-air mobile firmware update for Android means you're not stuck waiting for your PC. The high battery means the device stays usable for longer without recharge. And as the ecosystem expands, coin support adds value. The trade-offs, like flashy features and more connections, bring more risk, but if Dcent maintains rigorous firmware audits and fixes bugs promptly, this device can be a viable bridge between cold and mobile worlds. Now, I've already got the card wallet and the biometric wallet, but let me know if you'll get one too, and if you do, use the link in the description. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Doei!